So, you guys having a good time so far? Would you cheer for me even if you weren't having a good time? Okay, good. I forgot to do something. So my friend Shauna, who is actually on our prestigious board, told me before I came on stage, she's like, okay, put on your lipstick, fluff your hair. I totally forgot to fluff my hair, so excuse me. Okay, so now, yeah, my hair looked kick-ass yesterday. Is that good? Okay, Shauna approves of my hair now. But enough about my hair. We're gonna talk to Danielle Bilbruck now, who also, by the way, has been part of our live tweeting team. So yay, Danielle. Stuff that we can know about Danielle. In high school, her favorite band was Garbage, and she wanted to be Shirley Manson. I love that I'm not even making this up. Her favorite childhood injury is when she got her nose broken in a badminton doubles tournament. How do you do that? They're like little wiffle things, right? Shuttlecocks, thank you. Earmuffs. Anyway, Danielle has a fantastic presentation, and she'll be telling you a little bit about private lives on social media. So please, big round of applause for Danielle.
Earlier this year, my boyfriend broke up with me. I was devastated. I was in love. He was the love of my life for 2.5 years. We had talked about our wedding, our children, what we would name them and how we would raise them. We had holiday plans. Hell, we even had travel plans for 2 weeks from then to celebrate my 30th birthday. I was in love and I was crushed. After a lot of talking and crying, I did the thing that a lot of 21st century couples do after a breakup. I changed my Facebook relationship status. I deleted all social media evidence of our relationship because the last thing I wanted was to get on Facebook and see a painful reminder of a love that I no longer had. I knew that people would be confused. We had, by all accounts, what seemed like an intensely happy relationship. People would look at our pictures or read about our funny conversations, and they would routinely tell me that they wished they had a love like ours. I knew these people would be shocked that we were no longer together. Now, I'm a marketing consultant, so I share a lot of personal, professional, and sometimes funny things with my social media audiences, and I rarely think twice. But when I had the idea to have a Facebook post that was devoted to the breakup, I wasn't really sure how people would react. Would they think that I was trying to get attention? I didn't want attention from a lot of random people. I just wanted people to not Facebook stalk me to try and figure out the truth. So maybe you want to make things public and maybe you don't, but I'm here to tell you a few things I've learned. One, it's freeing because when you're honest about your breakup on social media, you can be honest about your new single life too. Like so. Top to bottom, guys. This is an actual Verizon conversation, so that was pleasant. Thanks, phone service provider. Also, it builds community. In a study published by the University of Missouri-Columbia, they found that social media users are often jealous of other people's social media profiles. And that's because, and it also causes depressive episodes as a result, because people post about travel and babies and weddings and engagements and all the happiness that you don't have in your life. So it's easy to understand why people are jealous. But what if we opened up about the crap too? What if we talked about our breakup, our postpartum depression, our mental illness, or experiences with discrimination? What if we talked about these things that are so often relegated to private diaries and private hells, but they don't have to be? After I opened up about my breakup on Facebook, I was flooded with private messages, both from people I knew and people I hadn't spoken to in years. I thought it was the opposite of what I wanted, but it turns out that everybody was sharing this experience of grief and love lost with me. Somebody had made an impression on their lives, and they were sharing that with me because I had shared it with them. You will piss people off. These people will likely not at all be affected by your actual public confession if you're doing everything right, but they will still be angry with you, and you will spend a lot of time trying to scratch your head and figuring out why the fuck they care at all, okay? Or how you ruined their day. These people are maybe terrified of living out loud. They're private people. They feel like there's no decorum in it, but I'm telling you right now, forget about these people. If these people only value you and your experiences in the shadows, they will never let you live in the light. Also, there are rules. If you are thinking about making something private into a public forum, you should probably ask yourself a few questions. 1, will this hurt myself or somebody else? If your employer would fire you, if your friends or family would disown you and they all follow you on social media or they could find out about it, then don't talk about it unless you understand and embrace the potential consequences. And if you're going to share something that could legally affect somebody, even though it might be just, it's also not something you want to do without consulting a lawyer, a therapist, or a law enforcement professional first. When I talked about my breakup, I shared only the facts. We are no longer together. I am devastated. I loved him more than I've ever loved anyone. I didn't speak ill of him because it would have been unnecessary and it would have hurt him, and I didn't want to do that. The next thing you should ask yourself is, can I benefit somebody with this? Will me sharing this experience help another person own their similar experience? Could this create community in a place where it is absent or desperately needed? I believe that we're citizens of the world and that our experiences shouldn't just be for our benefit, but for others as well. Sharing that experience was one of the best things I've done with my year so far. It created a community, it helped me work through my grief, and it became the inspiration for a book I'm writing about real stories of heartbreak from real people. So if you're going to think about making something like this public, live transparently and live out loud. I try to do the same. Thank you.
Danielle is a power hugger.